Once we set up camp at Two Rivers Camping on the Normandy coast, our journey of discovery truly began. Our first stop was Dieppe, a town shaped by the sea and history, which you can explore in our previous episode. Today's adventure takes us just 12 kilometers from our campsite to the charming Valley of the Roses in Veules-les-Roses. This picturesque village hides a powerful past, having witnessed fierce moments of World War II, and we'll be diving deep into those stories. Along the way, we stopped at a local chateau, rich with family history and timeless character, before continuing to Port de Saint-Valery. Walking along the harbour and climbing the dramatic cliffs, we stood where history unfolded, silent witnesses to the horrors of war. The iconic white chalk cliffs of Normandy hold more than war stories. They also guard the legends of the folk hero Arsène Lupin. Seeing the natural arches stretching into the sea was an unforgettable moment. Our journey wouldn't be complete without a visit to Benedictine Distillery, where passion, craftsmanship and heritage come together, topped off with an unforgettable tasting experience. The next morning, fueled by curiosity and excitement, we departed our botanical garden-like campsite, ready to chase the next destination and the stories waiting beyond the horizon.
We are in Valley of the Roses. It's only 12 miles from our campsite to here. It's freezing, but some people
are swimming.
Look at us.
Pretending to enjoy the sea. Yeah, this reminds us of the Black's Beach in San Diego, California. The Battle of Veles, the Thursday, 6th June 1940, the beginning of the offensive strike on Veles-les-Roses, an engagement which lasted approximately 1 hour between German aircraft and ships cruising offshore. The Friday, the 7th June, a large number of enemy aircraft bombed the surrounding villages. Movie of Dunkirk, remember?
Yeah.
There was like very little conversation, and it's only like 100 kilometers north of here. The village had been ravaged by the harsh combat, but was able to maintain a dignified and disciplined outlook in spite of the casualties in the face of destruction. So let us remember the courage of the inhabitants of Veles and the sacrifice of our valiant soldiers confronting the enemy. It was the Germans. Hi! For several years, he welcomed his great friend Victor Hugo, who liked to come and stay here. This villa was destroyed at the time of the construction of the Atlantic Wall by Germans. Whoa! They've built an extension to the sidewalk. These are the side streets. They're nice, clean, and well kept. The houses are beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like gingerbread house. This is the entrance of a hotel. It's a beautiful courtyard inside. On the sidewalks, they have marks of roses. We saw a sign that said tomatoes and cucumbers. We thought they may be selling them. We did not misunderstand the sign. Yes, they're selling the tomatoes here. They're organic.
€4 kilogram.
Lavender blue, blue, blue.
Dili dili.
This is the beginning of the river, or the little creek that's falling into Manche Sea.
Some places don't announce themselves loudly. They whisper. Tucked away along the dramatic Normandy coast, where the wind carries the scent of salt and history, lies a village few travelers ever expect to find, the Valley of the Roses. At first glance, it feels almost unreal. Stone cottages resting quietly between rolling green hills, narrow paths leading toward the sea, and roses climbing every wall as if nature itself decided to slow down here. This valley has watched centuries pass. Fishermen, sailors, lovers, and dreamers, all leaving behind stories carried by the coastal breeze. The cliffs stand tall, the ocean breathes endlessly, and time seems to move at its own gentle rhythm. But what truly makes this place special isn't just its beauty. It's the feeling. A feeling of warmth, of calm, of stepping into a living postcard where every corner invites you to pause, breathe, and be present. Today, we're not just visiting a village. We're stepping into a moment. A hidden corner of Normandy where roses meet the sea, and stories are waiting to be told. Welcome to the Valley of the Roses.
Değirmeni varmış. Walking in the rain. I think the chateau is open. It's not open until 2 p.m. We just checked with the entrance that the castle's open and walking tour in French will start in 10 minutes. The fortified castle owned by the Dial family was destroyed in 1589 during the Battle of Arcueil. Sailing school. Look at that. They're just helping the little boys. Club Nautica.
From Alpu.
My darling wife is working. See, whenever she puts those spectacles, I know she is working. The typical French cleaner, look at that. She's got a nice mini skirt and she's getting the dust off the house.
Look at the colors, honey.
That is beautiful.
It's beautiful red, beautiful yellow.
Where the river meets the sea, Saint Valery-sur-Somme rises from tide and time. Once a sacred pilgrimage town, later a strategic medieval port, this harbor shaped the destiny of northern France. From these quays in 1066, William the Conqueror waited for the wind that would carry him to England. Above the port, stone ramparts still watch over the bay, guarding narrow streets and centuries-old walls built to face war and the sea alike. As tides changed and trade faded, the harbor transformed, from the fortress and the gateway of conquest, into a place of sail, silence, and memory. Saint Valery is not frozen in history. It lives, breathes, and flows with the rhythm of the Somme.
This is the house we saw from the other side. This is one of the oldest homes that did not get destroyed during the war. All the carving and the wood. This is the walking tour of the town. Every corner, every stretch, there's a little beauty. Hill that we were climbing up, I want to stop, but Vitia said, no, let's go. And we asked the French lady, didn't speak a word of English, of course. Well, this location marks the auxiliary combatants, the 78th Regiment Artillery Unit in June 1940. This is the signs we've been seeing There's a RV park back here, and because they're fixing the road, there's a big detour, and that was the map that we received from the tourist department.
On the wild coast of Normandy, where white chalk cliffs rise like ancient walls and the sea whispers secrets, legends are born. This is a land that inspired Arsène Lupin, the gentleman thief who could vanish into mist, outsmart kings, and leave nothing behind but mystery. Between hidden caves, dramatic arches, and quiet fishing villages, history and fiction blur into one thrilling story. Vikings once landed here, artists dreamed here, and Lupin, real or imagined, still seems to be watching from the shadows. Today, we follow his trail along Normandy's windswept shores, where every cliff hides a riddle, every village a forgotten tale, and every wave carries the echo of adventure. Welcome to Normandy, where history steals your heart, just like Lupin.
Zaten derin değil bir tane. That's the case. You see the shore? They use oak to build inside with gimmicks.
Lost for centuries and rediscovered in 1863 by Alexandre le Grand, this complex blend of 27 herbs and spices became a symbol of French craftsmanship. Today, the Palais Benedictine stands as both a distillery and a monument to mystery, history, and refined taste.